Hello friend, I am Rajesh Singh Chauhan, working as assistant professor in Department of Physics. Today we are discuss about the oscillator. What is the role of the oscillator? What is the use of the oscillator? This is the very important. Oscillator is a active electrical circuit which are working in AC voltage or DC voltage. So oscillator generate wave frequency, or we say to oscillator are generate very high range of frequencies which are used in different medias. So we can divide that oscillator definition in the three steps. Active electrical circuit, this is a very clear active electrical circuit. It means this is working on input and output both. Which input has come, then give to reply. That's why we say to this is the active electrical circuit. This device is working on AC and DC both. After that, also we give to nice definition for principle of oscillator. Audio frequency. It means this is the create audio frequency signal which is few hertz to 20 kilohertz. So this is the audio frequency generator is also, it is means say this is the frequency generator. Oscillator is the frequency generator. After that we go for the third point. Here third point is radio frequency. Radio frequency, we are listening the radio on our radio sets. That's why we require some frequency generator which are used for transmit the signal from one end to another end. So radio frequency range is also few kilohertz to 10 to power 7 megahertz. It means this is the create very high range of the frequency. So that's why this is a very important for in electronics and electrical circuit as oscillator. Oscillator is a generator, frequency generator. Simple. Now we go for the step 4. Self-excited circuit. It is the very clear. Self-excited circuit, it means this is the create signal or generate a signal by self-excited. Means input has come, then give to some feedback and generate the output. That's why we say that this is the self-excited circuit. So this is the diagram is here. Here RL circuit. We are called to this is the RL circuit. There are three components here, R, L and C. The two component R and L are connected in the series, but RL and C is connected in the parallel, because these RL circuit has create oscillation, create frequency, create resonance. That's why we say to oscillator. Oscillator is another definition we give to some create the resonance. Resonance create a frequency. So if input voltage is moving like this one from up and down, up and down, up and down, this is the wave frequency of the any oscillator. Here these are terms of the which comes in the terms of voltage and current also. Means we differ the signal by the voltage or by the current. Now we are talking about type of the oscillator. Type of oscillator can be defined in the terms of positive feedback oscillator or negative feedback oscillator. Now we talk about the type of the oscillator. Type of the oscillator can be defined by the feedback. So there is two type of the feedback are available. One is the negative feedback, another is positive feedback. If we get negative feedback in the oscillator, means generate wave or output wave can be 0 at infinity time. But in positive feedback, the generate wave or generate signal at so maximum at the infinity. That's why these are the positive or negative feedback. But these are the very important. Negative feedback are used so many devices, so many oscillators, but positive feedback oscillator are minimum used, because these are give to uncertain answer. That's why we are not not comfort for that, not using the positive feedback. Now we are talking about block diagram of oscillator. Block diagram means how can create a oscillator, what is the designing of a oscillator. This is the very simple. We have input signal, then we get the resultant in output form. So this is the block diagram. Here input signal is shown by the Vi and resultant input VIF. F means feedback and A is showing the amplifier. So this is the summation, amplifier, then resultant goes output has come beta. This is the beta means feedback circuit, and then this is the summation of with input signal. We again get the VIF, then this is the V output. This is the very simple diagram of the any oscillator. Means we generate the oscillator which by the input signal. We already discussed in the definition of the oscillator. We say this is the self-excited circuit, self-excited electrical circuit. It means the self input has come according to output which we generated by with the help of the feedback. If feedback is positive or negative, if feedback is the positive, then create the large number of the input output waves. If feedback is negative, then reduce the oscillation. That's why this is a negative or positive feedback. Here we just shown the some equation. Resultant input has come by VIF, means VI input or VF is our feedback. So VIF the VI plus VF, input signal plus feedback signal. This is our first equation which is showing here. So what is the these? So output V0 is equal to A VIF. This is very simple. VIF signal has gone at amplifier. Amplifier is amplifying the signals. So that's why we say the output V0 is equal to amplifier VIF. VIF is the voltage, input voltage plus feedback voltage is amplified. That's why is the product of the A0. That's why this is a product of the A0. And VF means feedback. What is the feedback? VF is here. So what is the feedback value? Feedback voltage. So V0, we get the V0 input output voltage from here, and this is a feedback. We already discussed about the two type of the feedback, positive or negative. This depend on our situation. Which type of the we required, which type of the oscillator we required. That's we consider here. So VF is equal to beta V0. V0 is output voltage from here. Then this is multiply by the beta, and we get the VF. So we get the two values VF and VI. This is our first equation. From here VIF is equal to VI plus VF. This is a summation of the equation. So we just put this value on here. So VIF is V0 upon A. We get this equation from here. If V0 divided by A, so we get VIF. So this is the VIF. Then VI is the input signal, and VF feedback voltage. We already discussed about the VF feedback voltage. Feedback voltage comes from here. VF is equal to beta V0. So we put this value in equation number 2. So and resultant we get V0 bracket 1 minus beta is equal to AVI. Resultant gain means we get what is the resultant on output and input. So AF is equal to V0 upon VI, means output voltage divided by input voltage. So here A upon 1 minus A beta. This is the get resultant. Here we are also got some fantastic result for that. A dot beta is equal to 1 plus J0. It means this is a complex number. complex number has come A dot beta. A is the amplifier, beta is the feedback. The resultant resultant value has come in complex form. So what is the condition for that? Ki this is the oscillator or not, which is defined by the Bragg-Hussain criteria. This is defined by the Bragg-Hussain conditions. That's why Bragg-Hussain gives the two suggestions for that. If we get A dot beta is equal to 1, it means amplitude of 1, then this is the definitely oscillator. And beta, A dot beta is equal to is real number. There is no complex form. There is no complex component on that. These two conditions are given by the Bragg-Hussain condition for the any perfect oscillator. It is very easy. Now we are talking about circuit required for self-excited oscillator. This is the very clear. We have the three impedance Z1, Z2 and Z3. Here A is showing the amplifier, means what is the amplifier of signal. So what is the equivalent circuit of that? This is the very clear. We can take from this is the from CE configuration, common emitter configuration of transistor. That's why we create this equation, this diagram in 2 terminal network or 4 port network. These components are used in that. Here GMVB is the configuration of the any transistor, because transistor is working as a amplifier. And another R0, this is the value of R0 is the in output load resistance or output resistance of transistors. That's why we take the R0. This is a part of the transistor. This is not part of the these circuit. So and Z2 connected to parallel for that, because this is the ground is showing here. And Z1, Z2, 3 are connected in series. So here we just go there. The output voltage is come from here and input voltage is come from here. This is the diagram of the CE configuration, CE common emitter transistor configuration. We take some parameters from 2 port network. Transconductance is the value is showing in the 2 port network or CE transistor configuration. GM HFE upon HI, this is the already given the value in our physics. So output resistance R0 upon HOE, this is the transistor value. So we just come here about impedance or say circuit impedance. So Z load is connected that. So we seen there Z3 and Z1 are in series, but Z2 are in parallel. That's why Z1 plus Z2 in series, but Z2 is in parallel form. So load resistance is this, which is taken by this equivalent circuit. This is the 2 port network. Output voltage V0 is equal to GM VB R0 and load resistance R0 plus load resistance, because load resistance and ZL R0 and ZL are connected in series with that. So we get output voltage in the terms of V0 is equal to minus GM VB R0 ZL upon R0 plus ZL. Here minus GM is the value of CE transistor configuration, and voltage gain without feedback. This is thus showing this one, voltage gain without feedback. It means there is no feedback has come at our transistor. So A is equal to V0 upon VB. VB input voltage in base emitter side. So GM R0 ZL R0 plus ZL. Is that clear? Then we just go for voltage gain with feedback. So we include these 3 parameters also in that. Here this is the without feedback, but we can go for that. We seen voltage gain with feedback. So AV is equal to GM R0, or we say to X2 upon X1. This is a solution of any oscillator. Now we are talking about the various type of the oscillator. Various type of the oscillator are available in the market as per our requirement. So some oscillator are given by the different conditions, by the different criteria, also to different uses. That's why these are given by name, because name has come because these scientists or these researchers are searching this type of the oscillator. So first oscillator is Colpitts oscillator. This is a very simple. In the Colpitts oscillator, this is given by the Colpitts. That's why this is the Colpitts oscillator. Colpitts oscillator is using L component and C component. So this is the basic oscillator of in oscillation. And Hartley oscillator. Hartley oscillator is also using C or L component. But there is a difference in Colpitts and Hartley. There are some changes. In component here or there. And Clapp oscillator. This is also using for L or C component, but they are also using one mutual induction. One point is also used in the Clapp oscillator, mutual induction. 4 number is RC phase shift oscillator. This is very important. In RC phase oscillator, we are using R component and C component. RC phase means they are give to phase difference in the output by the 180. So there is also lead lag oscillator. How much lead given by the input to output signal? What is the lead or lag in phase? So that's why we say to lead lag oscillator. Wien-Bridge oscillator, this is very important. Wien-Bridge is searching by the Wien scientist, and bridge means we create the relation in between input and output. In Wien-Bridge oscillation, we are using op-amps. Op-amp is a device which is using the electronics, so that's why Wien-Bridge oscillator. And last and final, LC tunable oscillator. LC tunable oscillator is very important. LC tunable oscillator are using in radio, in TV, and so many devices where we are tuned to our frequency. So this is in the LC tuned oscillator we are using the crystal oscillator. It means we are using some crystal where tune the oscillation. That's why we say to this is a crystal oscillator. Thank you.